Good morning, student of class 4. I am your computer teacher Sonji sir. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to continue the chapter number 3, Tools of Word Processor. Okay, chapter number 3, Tools of Word Processor, and also discuss the exercise question answer from this chapter. Okay, so now move on to the topic. So this is the content of this chapter. In my previous video I already have discussed up to paragraph formatting. Okay, so and today in this video I am going to discuss topic number 4, 5 and 6. Okay, topic number 4, 5 and 6, which are using spelling and grammar feature, using thesaurus, and previewing and printing a document. Okay, so these three topics I am going to discuss in this video. This is the syllabus of the first term examination. Okay, chapter number 1, computer storage and memory. Chapter number 3, tools of word processor. Chapter number 4, internet web browser. And chapter number 7, features of file management. Okay, so these 4 chapters which are included in the first term examination, and all of you have to take a note about the syllabus. Okay, so now move on to the topic. The first topic is using spelling and grammar features. Okay, so we might make mistakes while typing the text. Okay, words helps us in identifying our mistakes in the document by underlining the spelling mistakes with red wavy lines and grammar mistakes with blue wavy lines. That means when we make any spelling mistakes, then a red wavy line arise. Okay, and grammar mistakes with a blue wavy line arise. Okay, now Word also puts red wavy lines under the words and are not available in built-in dictionary. Microsoft Word has a inbuilt dictionary. Okay, Microsoft Word has a inbuilt dictionary. So when Word also puts the wavy line under the word that are not available in the inbuilt dictionary. Okay, they may include the names of pupils, place, animals, country, etc. Okay, we can check for spelling and grammar mistakes in entire document by using spelling and grammar features. That means spelling and grammar features helps us to rectify the spelling mistakes and grammatical mistakes in a Word document. Okay, so we have to follow some steps to using this feature. First of all, click on the spelling and grammar option in the proofing group on review tab. The spelling or grammar pane appears on the right side of the document window. Here you can see the spelling and grammar window is here. Okay, now next step is for each error in a document, Word offers one or more suggestion. Select a suggestion and perform any one of the following operations. So first, click on the change button to correct the error. Okay, click on the change button to correct the error. Here you can see this is the window spelling. Okay, and step number 2 is here, change and change all option in the below of this window. Okay, so click on the change button to correct the error, or click on the change all button to replace all occurrence of the misspelled word with the chosen word in the suggested list. Okay, if we only change if we only click on the change button, then one word will be rectified. Okay, if we click on the change all button to replace all the occurrence of misspelled word with the chosen word in the suggestion list. Okay, next, click on the ignore or ignore all button if no correction is required. Okay, click on add button to add the word to the dictionary. Okay, that means here you can see the third button is add. Okay, third button is add. If you want to add any type of word in the dictionary, then click on the add button. Okay, when a word is added to the dictionary, word no longer highlighted, it's as a misspelled word. Okay, next is When word is through the spelling and grammar check, it display a message box. Click on OK, complete the process. Here you can see the and this message will be displayed on your screen. Spelling and grammar check complete. You are good to go. Okay, so this option, then you need to press the OK button. Okay, next is thesaurus. Okay, so what has inbuilt dictionary called thesaurus? It is used to look for meaning, synonyms. Okay, synonyms and opposite antonyms for a particular word. That means this dictionary is used to look for meaning, synonyms and opposite antonyms for a particular word. And all of you have to uh, follow some steps for using these features. Okay, first of all, you need to select the word or place the cursor on the word to look for its synonyms. Okay, first of all, if you want to know the synonyms or antonyms about an word, you need to place the cursor on the word or and look for its synonyms. Okay, then click on the thesaurus option in proofing group present on the reviewing tab. A list of the synonyms and antonyms appear. Okay, here you can see first step is, first of all, you need to select a word. Okay, then click on here. Okay, then click on here thesaurus option in previewing tab. Okay, thesaurus option in previewing tab. Then a new window will be appear here. Okay, and you can see all the synonyms or antonyms in the task pane on the right side of the window. Okay, now to use one of these words from the list, check on down arrow next to the word and select the insert option. The existing word will get substitute with a new synonyms. Okay, so these are the simple steps to be followed to using synonyms or finding the synonyms or antonyms or spelling and grammar features. Okay, now previewing and printing a document. Okay, next topic is previewing and printing a document. So previewing a document means checking the document before printing it. Okay, previewing means checking the document before printing it. We can preview and print the document by following the given steps. The first step is click on the print option on the file tab. Okay, click on the print option on the file tab. Here you can see this is the file tab menu, and click on the print option. Step number 1 is circled. Click on the print option from the file tab. Okay, then a preview of document automatically appear on the right side of the window. Here you can see. Okay, preview of the document automatically appears on the right side of the window or document. Okay, then step number 2 is here. Okay, click on the arrow below. Here you can see the arrow is situated here. Okay, click on the arrow below the preview section to view every page in the document. We can magnify the view by making use of the zoom slider bar at the bottom of the preview section. Okay, this is the zoom slider bar. Okay, the zoom slider bar 110% zoom level. Okay, you need to click on this zoom slider bar to zoom the Word document. Okay, now next is option number 3. Chooses the printer from the picture printer drop down list. Okay, choosing the printer from the printer drop down list. Here you can see step number 1, Microsoft XPS document. Okay, Microsoft XPS document. Okay, now next step is enter the number of copies in copies pin box. Okay, enter the number of, here you can see number 4 option is here. You need to enter the number of copies in the copies pin box. Okay, now Number 5 is under the setting option, click on the arrow to next to the print all pages option to choose which pages to be print. Okay, so choosing print all pages print the entire document. If you choose the print all option, then it means the print the entire document. Okay, next is choosing print selection prints only to selected text in the document. Next, choosing print current page only print the current page. Okay, next is choosing print custom range prints that specified number of pages. Choosing only print odd pages print all odd pages in the document. Odd means 1 3 5 etc. Okay, page number. Next is choosing only print even pages print all the even in the document. Next, click on the print button, your document will be printed. Okay, so these are the steps to be followed, and some settings are there. You need to follow these settings or steps to print any Word document. Okay, now move on to the question answer part. So first question answer is choose the correct answer. Okay, choose the correct answer. So number 1 is which of the following cannot be termed as formatting text. Which of the following cannot be termed as formatting text? Changing the font color, changing the font size, changing the font style. Option number D, adding the new text. So adding the new text is the correct answer. Okay, it cannot be termed as formatting text. Okay, next is which of the following alignment places the text evenly between both margins so that none of the edges to be text appear raised? Okay, so option number A is the correct answer, justify. Okay, justify is the correct answer. Next is which key combination is used to select the entire text in a document? So option number A is the correct answer. Control plus A is the shortcut key to select the entire text in a document. Next is which of the following statement holds true for spelling and grammar features in a word? Word indicates spelling mistakes in red wavy line. We can add a new word into the word dictionary. Spelling and grammar option is present on the review tab. So all these three options are correct. So option number D is the correct answer, all of the above. Okay, next is which features which of the following features enables to find the antonyms synonyms in a word document? Okay, so option number A is the correct answer. Okay, thesaurus is the correct answer, option number A. Okay, now move on to the fill in the blanks part. Okay, so first is to undo the last action. To undo the last action, we can press dash key combination, Control Z combination. Okay, Control Z is used to undo the last action. Okay, next is the thesaurus helps us to find the synonyms and antonyms of a word. Okay, next is number 3. To move the text to a different location, we use Control X key combination. Okay, next is number 4. The placement of the text respect to the left and right margin is called alignment. Next is checking the document before printing it called previewing a document. Okay, so these are the filling the blanks on this chapter. Next is tick the correct statement and cross the wrong one. Okay, in this picture, um, I have written the T for the correct statement and A for the incorrect statement. Okay, so first is the copy and paste commands can create a duplicate copy of text at a new location. This statement is correct. Okay, so that's why I write it true. Next is the center alignment distribute the text evenly between left and right margins. This statement is also true. Next is we cannot print more than one copy of a document at the same time. This statement is false. Applying text effects like bold, italic, and underline is called editing the text. False is called formatting the text. Okay. Next is The shortcut key for undo command is control plus z. This statement is true. Okay, so these are the true false from this chapter, and I hope that all of you understand today's topic, but all of you have to practice all these steps at home. Okay, and also read the book very carefully and write the question answer on your computer copy. Okay, please write the question answer on your computer copy. Okay, so I hope that understand today's topic. Okay, and please read the book very carefully. Okay, so today I am ending my discussion here. In my next video I will start a new chapter. Okay, so till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.